So you probably are wondering, what does a full-time coaching business look like? You might be wondering this because you are a mental health professional, you are a wellness professional, you are, the face of your business currently somehow, or you're sick of your job and you want to get the hell out. And you're thinking, how am I going to be able to transition into coaching? How much time is this going to take? When am I going to get my first client? What does full-time look like? Because I'm exhausted doing what I'm doing now. And if I'm going to create a coaching business, I want some more time freedom and some more money freedom. So if that is you, give me a high five, give me a thumbs up. And if you're watching, let me see, where are you watching from? As we go forward, I want to know, I'm going to be asking, if you're watching the replay, tell me that you're watching the replay. Tell me what area of the world you're watching from. And welcome. So I'm really sharing today what my six-figure business, hey, how's it going? What my six-figure business looks like. And I'm going to give you some examples of some other people, what I know a little bit about their business, so that you can understand a little bit about how you can expand and maybe what to expect at first. So when I think of a full-time business, what I'm talking about specifically is having the ability to live off of your coaching business. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not necessarily like, here's a $50,000 a year business. Here's I'm talking about my multi-six-figure business. I will share that with you. Hey, I'm going to share that with you. However, like I said, when I'm talking about full-time, I'm going to be talking about hours and money. And so the very first thing that you need to be aware of as you're even contemplating coaching or any business, right? But if you're contemplating creating a business, what you need to know is, what does it currently cost you to live? If you don't know what it actually costs you to live, it becomes more of a challenge for you to feel comfortable moving into creating a coaching business. And let me tell you why. Unfortunately, a lot of women say to me like, oh, I don't know numbers. I really don't know. You need to know your numbers. This is one of the things I work a lot with. Sorry about this. I have something on the inside of my shirt and I didn't want it to be a spider, but it's not. Some women say to me, I don't really know numbers. I don't want to know numbers. Look, you got to know your numbers. You have to know how much money it will cost you. Let me give you an example. This morning, actually, I just left a message for one of my private clients, and she has a private practice. So we are working on making her private practice solid multiple six-figure private clinical practice. And then once that's just humming along, she's built that generating money revenue machine, boom, 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 boom. And she has several different clinicians under her. And so we've looked at the numbers, like if you pay this contractor this amount of money and this is how many clients that they see and they have to have a minimum of 6 visits, et cetera, et cetera. We've planned out the numbers. So then we can start building her coaching business. So it's the same with you, whether or not you have a private practice or you're working a full-time job. What are the numbers currently that you are living with? So let me give you a different example. One of my clients, she makes roughly $55,000 a year. She's a private client, so she's invested heavily because she wants the hell out of that $55,000 a year job. And it was worth it to her to work with me privately because, she was just like, she was find a way, make a way, right, with the investment. So what we're able to do now is look at, now I'm not saying you don't want to make more than $55,000 a year. I'm just giving you a round number here. I'm not, you could want to make $500,000 a year. You need to know what you have right now coming in the door. Then what can happen is we can look at how to build that kind of revenue to replace it. So let's play with some numbers, okay? So let's use $60,000 because that's $5,000 a month. So that's an easy, more of a round number, right? So if you're making $60,000 a year, you're clearing roughly, what would that be? $42,000. So that's roughly like $3,500 a month clear in your pocket after taxes. Okay? Because, as a private business owner, you still need to be paying taxes. You can write off some things, but you still need to be paying taxes. I'm sharing the money piece with you first, then I'm going to talk about that time invested so that you have both of these pieces of the puzzle. So you need to clear to replace your current job, let's say, your $60,000 a year job. You need to clear in your pocket $3,500. You need to make $5,000 clear or net, $3,500. So now we have something to work with, right? Now we have a target. Instead of like, oh, because this is what happens. I ask people like, well, how much money do you want to make? And they're like, I want to make $500,000 a year. Well, how much are you making now? $60,000. Okay. Look, most people don't have the mindset, the belief system to think that they're going to go within a year or something like that. From $50,000, $60,000 up to $500,000. I'm like this. I'm like, if you're making $60,000 and we help build out your coaching business and you replace your current income so that you're working less, and then in a year or 2 years or 3 years, even if you doubled your income, and now you're making 120, like you're making double what you were making working at a job you hate and also working less time and working with people that you love. There's so many benefits to coaching, everyone. I just get so pumped about it. And it's probably because I love my business. I'm grateful for the women I work with. It's so much fun. When was the last time you got up in the morning, like this morning, after I get done this, you can see I'm like this. I'm getting a facial. I'm getting a pedicure. Friday's my day off. But normally I don't even do a Facebook Live on Fridays, but I couldn't help it. I wanted to be excited and share this with you because it's so possible. Like, get me. It's so possible. So again, just imagine for just a minute. Whether you've got your own private practice or you're working full time, just imagine you replace your current income with a coaching business and you're working less. Right off the bat, that's a better life. Wouldn't you say? I get some high fives, some thumbs up? Let me say it again. You build your coaching business, and let's just say you're even Steven with what you're making currently, but you're working less with people you love working with. Like right off the bat, that to me is worth everything. Can I get some love, some high fives, all of that good stuff? Let me close this down. Okay? And so if you're watching the replay, hit replay, hell yeah, Mary. So now let's talk about back to that example. You're making $60,000 a year, and I'll give an example for, you're making $250,000 a year because, there's plenty of people that I work with that are making a lot more money. So you're making $60,000 a year. That's $5,000 a month. You're working a shitty job that you hate. You're driving in traffic. My commute is like up my stairs, right through that door, up downstairs. So now you need to clear $3,500 a month. Okay. So what we would do is we would design a coaching practice, a coaching business right off the bat to get you immediately, thanks for the love, hey Felicity, into how you can be selling or offering $1,500 or $2,500 packages, a 90-day $1,500 or $2,500 package right off the bat. We would create a marketing plan and get you into the place where you are making these offers. So do the math in your own head. Ready? If you are making $60,000 and you need to make $5,000 so you can clear $3,500, how many $2,500 programs do you need to sell a month? Two. Get this. Get this in your soul. To replace your $60,000 a year income, you need to find 2 people a month. Two people to invest in a 90-day program with you. Can I say this again? 2 people a month. Imagine what your life would look like if you were able to just bring in 2 people a month. And let me tell you, the very first time, and let's just say you're like, I don't know if I could sell a $2,500 package for 90 days, Mary. I don't know. Okay, great. How about we just do this? Let's start you out at $1,500. That's $500 a month for a client, right? That's 3 months, They're paying $500 a month. And let's say that you're chatting with them 3 or 4 times a month. And in between, I teach you some other ways to communicate with people so that they're feeling supported, but you're not investing your time with them, so to speak, but they're doing homework, or they're doing, my private clients, I use Voxer. So here's a tip for you. I use Voxer. Oh, look, people and this is why I love this, guys. Get this. This is I want every one of you to be working with me so I can teach you this more in my programs. This is so epic. So all my private clients have access to me during using this app called Voxer. And it's like a walkie-talkie. And so I coach 3 days a month. The first 3 Thursdays of the month, I'm going to talk more about time in a minute. But in between, it's their business, guys. It's their business. They are executing the plan. They are implementing the plan that we've designed together. As a coach, what we do is co-create an idea. My job is to support them, executing them, holding them accountable, and of course, teaching them how to build a business. That's my job. And I love it. In between, they have accountability. So I have some clients that every morning they Vox me. And they're like, hey, Mary, this morning I did my blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, here's an email. Can you review this email that I'm getting ready to send out? Or here's my Facebook ad. Can you look at that? Or here's my sales page. Or some of the clients, I help them figure out how to hire appropriate people. Here's the questions in my, so it's not that I'm not doing any work, that I'm only in communication with my clients. 30-minute, by the way. I coach with them for 30 minutes, 3 times a month. But the rest of the time, because it's their business, they are implementing. And so we communicate. So sometimes I'm just like, hey, that was a really good email. That was a really good email. Say it this way, tweak this sentence, or hey, look, I've listened to your Facebook Live for 10 minutes and, say this, say this. So I'm helping them, but I'm not necessarily investing tons of time. So back to you. Imagine if you were able to we're back to the $60,000 a year girl. She needs $5,000 to clear $3,500. So she needs to sell $5,000 worth of programs. What is that? That's 3.5 people a month. 3.5 people a month. 3.5 at $1,500. Is that even right? Yeah, that's $4,500. 3 people is $4,500. Are you getting me? Okay, so let's run even more numbers. Let's say that you close, meaning you do a sales call and they're like, hell yeah, I want to work with you. And it takes you 5 phone calls with 5 different people to close 1 person. How many sales calls do you need to have a month to close those 3 people a month? Let's just stick with 3 people, right? So let's just say you charge $2,000 and it's $6,000, right? Let's just go with round numbers here. So you need to talk to, on the phone, 15 people a month. Okay? And so what does that look like? That means you have to be on those sales calls with 15 people a month. Now, let me tell you, that's bare bone. That's if you are with sales. If you close 1 out of 5 sales calls, that's a fantastic start. I want to let you know that's a great start. The goal will be, as you improve your marketing and as you improve your skill in conveying the value of what you have to offer, you'll start closing 2 or 3 or more people, 4 people. My close ratio is right around 80%. So that means 8 out of 10 people or 4 out of 5 people I talk to buy something from me. They might not all buy my high-end private coaching, but they may invest in one of my programs. Okay? And that comes with let's be real, I've been doing this for a while. It comes with skill. I've learned what to ask. And I teach you this. By the way, Mary Bicknell / closing the deal. That's my sales conversation. You can take that. And there's also, you can buy the training. I think it's $20. You can buy my complete sales training right now. And it's going up, by the way, because I'm redoing it. Get ready. It's so exciting. So eventually, and when you get better at marketing, meaning showing up and saying, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do, you will be attracting more of your ideal client so that when they get on the phone with you, then most people, let me tell you the truth, most people, when they are on the phone with you, they want you to figure out how you can make it work together. Now, granted, with my private clients, because they invest a 5-figure with me, not everybody's like a yes, but some people are like, oh my God, well, what else can I buy? What else can I get from you? What else can I learn from you? And then there's people, this is the other thing, girls, you have to remember this. When you're in your business building for years, I've had clients follow me for a couple years before they invest. And also, sometimes when I'm on the, well, actually, I don't want to say sometimes, when I'm on the phone with people, if they're not a good fit for my one-on-one coaching, I let them know. I don't believe all money is good money. If I don't think they're ready for the level that I want to bring it, that I work with private clients, then I tell them the truth. Because sometimes they need to go through like one of my programs. Like I have 2 great programs right now. And if you need help, and you're just like, oh, you're maybe working full time and you're like, I don't know if I could do one-on-one and da. I've got 2 fantastic programs that are great jump starts for you. Like great in depth, like you can do them. You have access for life to them. Like PM me, private, or email me, mary@marybicknell.com. I'll share this with you. Buy them, do them, work them. They're good. So that's the money piece. So let's say you're already you're like, well, that sounds great, Mary. I have a private practice. I'm a clinician. I'm a chiropractor. I'm a psychiatric nurse and I make $120. The numbers are the numbers, whether it's your $60,000 a month, or a year, or you are 120. It's the same numbers. What do you need to live? So let's say you're making $120,000 a year now, right? That's $10,000 a month. You're clearing right around $7,000 a month. So the question becomes, do you need that $7,000 a month to, quote, live? Like, what are your must-have living expenses? And I know when I say stuff like this, people are like, but Mary, I want to have massages all the time like you. And I want to do this. And like, look, for me, why I want to make a lot of money, it's not because I have like $3,000 purses and, $800 pair of shoes. That's not my deal. I like a good facial and a massage a couple times a month. I like organic food. I like to be like today. After I get done everything, I'm picking my 12-year-old daughter up early from school because I'm that mom. I want to pick her up around 1:30 and we're going shopping. We're going to go to TJ Maxx, right? I mean, sure, I'll shop at Nordstrom's or whatever, but today we're going to TJ Maxx. We're going to buy her some new workout clothes because she made the cheerleading team. We're going to get like Starbucks. We're going to go to Home Goods and see if there's any fun new pillows. Like, that is why I work. I want the money to be able to put my kid in, competitive cheer, and the money to be able to go buy new pillows whenever I want, and money to like buy fresh orange juice. Like, to me, that's living. Like that. I know it sounds so simple. I get that some people are like, now granted, I have a beautiful home and I drive a nice car, but like, I mean, I want like organic food. Like, that's my priority. So I don't care what you're spending your money on, but what's your baseline? So yes, I like to fly first class. So there are things that I spend money on, right? I fly first class because I like that. It's worth it to me. So my point is, but I know how much my baseline I need to actually live. Like I could give up Netflix. I could give up certain things. I could give up, but what do you need to live? When you know that number, that real number. And so that's your mortgage. That's all your insurances. That's like your cable so you can have an internet. Like that's your like whatever, $150 a month or a week in, groceries. Like, what do you need to live? When you know that number, you have power. So the $120,000 girl who's watching this and she's like, why, how am I going to replace that? So let's play the numbers. What is your bottom line number? So if you're clearing now $7,000, but you need to live, you need $4,759. That's the number we're going to replace. That's what we're going to do. because you will build. Once you learn how to, let me tell you, like, get this, okay? I want to take a breath because I'm so excited for you because I want this for every one of you. Do you get that? Like, if I can do this, you can do this. I promise you. You have to be committed. Like, I work my ass off and I play my ass off, right? When I'm working, I'm like this. I'm not scrolling through my Facebook feed. I'm not dicking around. Now I have, and occasionally I do. I also build in like free time. I haven't done anything this week hardly, except like show up a little bit on here. And of course work with my clients in my group program. Once you have made your very first $1,500 sale, once you've done that, somebody said they can't see me. So if you can't see me, damn, that's too bad because this is good. Fortunately, I can see that this is recording. So once you learn how to make your very first $1,500 sale with a new client, it's a game changer. When you learn how to sell your very first $1,500 package, let me tell you what my very first package was, and then I'm going to give you my hours that I work and stuff like that. My very first package was a 5-week package for $750. Now this is years ago, right? And I swear to God, I about jumped through when I first used to sign new clients, I would walk through the house doing a high kick and we would do the dance and River would come in and I'd be like, oh my God, I signed another new client. And we'd be like, yes, 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 the happy dance. Because I was thrilled out of my mind. Do you get the power of this? The very first $1,500 client or the very first $900 client, like I don't care what your number is, but know your number. Once you sell a couple of packages and you start working with your ideal client, it'll be easy to increase. I teach my clients, like when you're first starting out, after your first 5 clients, like jack up your rate. When you get to 80%, like 4 out of 5 people that you're closing, jack up your rate. So, is that exciting? I see that everybody's excited. Can you get it? Once you know how much money you really need to live, then it's easy to start breaking down the numbers. So now the question becomes, well, Mary, how am I going to find those 15 people to even get on the phone to try and close them? Well, you have to embody being a coach. And that's a bunch of mindset stuff. Look, if you're not working with me about your mindset, it's going to take a while. If you're I'm going to do it all alone, you're costing yourself a ton of money and time. So whether it's me or somebody else, you need help. You need support. Why would you not invest working with someone who has learned how to save time, make money, so you don't have to figure this shit out all by yourself? Look, I want you to know too that I am constantly still reading. I have my own coach. I am getting ready to actually sign up for another program. I am constantly learning the art, the skill of business development. And then, of course, I share that all with my private clients. And I'm sharing this with you for free, too, right? All right, so I've told you, mindset is first. Get you a damn book, all right? And I have a ton of programs. I have one called, this is free for you. It's called the Guide to Your Hidden Thoughts About Money and Success. You need to have that. If you haven't listened to that, you need that. So I give you so much. If you're not in I have 2 free Facebook groups. One that's for mental health and wellness practitioners and therapists and everybody in the wellness industry who wants to become a coach. And I have one that's for everyone else who wants everything to do with life coaching, because I'm also a life coach and a business coach and a corporate trainer. Coaching allows me to do so much. Okay. Mindset, figure out your baseline income. What do you need? So what's your full-time income now, and how can we replace that? Okay. So let me tell you how many hours a week I work approximately. Yeah. So the foundation course, yeah, Felicity, you need to take that foundation course. The people in it love it. Like week 2, people were like, oh my God. And I'm like, I know. Look, I poured myself into that program. It's good. Okay, so how many hours a week do I work? What does a full-time business look like? And I'm just sharing mine. And there's plenty of people who are at 7 figures and all of that. But if you're watching me, you're in the beginning stages or the next level stages. Like you're probably just starting out, or maybe you are in the like $100,000+, $200,000 a year, and you're ready for expansion. And so I have kind of two clients that I work with, the very kind of new moving into it. I mean, new to coaching, not new to skill level, not Sally Jane who's 22. No. Okay. And then I have the clients who are in private practice, and we are designing their business explosion from their private, how to really transition their current clinical practice into coaching full time, or examining, do we want you to continue to have your private practice, have 1099 people in it while you're building your coaching. So it's kind of cool that you can do both. Anyhow, my time, let me tell you. So I coach the first 3 Thursdays of the month. My coaching is 30 minutes. My Thursdays are a long day. I have clients in Europe. I'm on the West Coast. So I start coaching usually at 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning. My last client of the day is at 6:30 in the evening, my time. It's a full day. And that's why I have off on Fridays. Even though it doesn't seem like I'm tired, does it? Because I'm pumped for you. But I have off in the afternoon. That's when I do my live coaching for my group program. And usually that's an hour and a half, because I'm just like, this is how I am with my group coaching, FYI, for those of you who want to sign up in the future. I stay on that group coaching call until every question is answered. So if it's 60 minutes, if it's 90 minutes, if it's 2 hours, like, I'm like, this is your time. You've paid for this time. What can I answer for you? Like, whatever question you want. And then, of course, people can watch all the replays. What am I doing the rest of the time? The rest of the time, so Tuesday and Wednesday I'm in Facebook, right? And so what am I doing in Facebook? I might be doing a Facebook Live, like Friday today, or sometimes occasionally on a Saturday. I'll do a Facebook Live. I will comment to people. I may go into other groups and just answer questions. I'm not in there like I'm stealing these people. But if somebody has a question like, hey, has anybody ever thought about coaching? I will be like, yeah, I'm a coach. This is why. I also speak. So I speak live, and this is something else I teach my private clients, and will be teaching in a group coming up. Woo. But I speak live. And why is this cool to speak? Consider this, like hear me and consider this. One of the even though I have mastered the online space and I run a lot of Facebook ads, I invest thousands of dollars a month, which you don't have to do at first, but remember, I'm up here. So I'm at close to $500,000 a year business, and I'm on my way to a 7-figure business. So this year will be close to $500,000 if we keep going and like how we're going. Because I have a couple more programs and I have a couple spaces left still for the balance of the year for new private clients. And so if I'm speaking live, why you want to consider this is I can see eyeballs, right? Because right now I can see the love, I can see the hearts, thank you. But it's different when I'm speaking live and I'm getting feedback on my topic. That is easier to take that feedback. Oh, they really liked when I said this. Oh, they love the Big Bold Life and Biz Plan. Oh, they're buying it. Oh my God, they want to work with me. Then it's easy to take that to do it online, because it's challenging sometimes at first, you guys. It was really challenging for me at first not to have like feedback and people chuckling and all of that. And I see your comments and thank you. If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching the replay. If you're watching live, hey, I'm so thrilled you're here. So my point is, it's like, consider doing live things and then networking, writing content. I've brought in now a team, because I will be doing Pinterest. Right now, I'm just doing Facebook. But let me tell you the evolution and expansion so you can think of it. Even though I teach my clients 5 places to find new clients, let me give you a couple now so that you hear me. Facebook, networking, collaboration. And when I mean collaboration, I mean, who do you know who has your ideal client? Like emailing, and like sending out a newsletter, building your email list, right? So those are just speaking. So those are just a couple, 6 or 7 examples I gave you. So now as my business is like a machine, I'm adding on. Don't try and focus on multiple things at one time. Actually, I'm doing a training coming up on like how to maximize social media. That's going to be next week sometime. So I'm getting ready to add on Pinterest. I'm getting ready to add in LinkedIn. I automate a lot of things, and I teach my clients how to automate a lot of things. But my point is, like, find one or two, or like these 5 things, but focus like on one social media platform at first. And we're adding Instagram. But frankly, I don't have the brain capacity to do all that by myself. I'm the visionary, so I can map it out, but I'm turning it over now and having other people like do all that. I do not want to learn how to do Pinterest. But let me tell you what. If you're a life coach, let's say you really want to work on parenting, like you want to do life coaching and you want to focus on parenting. Because I teach you like 3 kind of umbrella coaching titles, and then there's all these like niches underneath. To this point, niching down. In the beginning, you may not know 100% who you want to work with. It's okay. Call yourself a life coach. If you already know you want to niche down tight just to focus on, I'm a step parent coach. Great. Definitely you eventually want to like get a little tighter, okay? But let me tell you, there's the thing that most of you don't want to try, which you need to learn to love, is that you need to experiment a little bit. And everybody wants to have it all perfect. I want to just know exactly what I want to do and what I want to offer, and you're not going to know. Stop it. Stop it. I know that some of you know I was a relationship coach when I first started. I don't do that anymore. You have to allow yourself to kind of experiment. Coach a couple people. Oh, I don't really like coaching people doing step parenting. Coach someone, you've got to practice a little bit. Let me promise you something. All you need to be is a little bit in front of people. All you need to do is know how to ask them questions. I mean, I'm giving you the bare bones here. I mean, there's more to it than this, but for the most part, as a coach, I'm helping them co-create. I'm helping them with accountability. I'm asking them questions because they have the answers within. Okay? Yeah, Denise says this summer is all about experimenting. Me too. But you need to experiment, and you need to take a chance that, maybe you're like, yeah, I want to do the Pinterest thing, and it sucks. And you dropped a couple $100 on it. Oh, well. So what? You're not going to know. Get over yourself. Stop getting stop being afraid. Sometimes I just want to be like, get over it. And I say that in a loving way, but also like, get the fuck over it already. Stop being so afraid. Nobody cares so much about you. Nobody cares so much about you that they really care that you said something wrong. And your worry about judgment is because you're so judgy yourself. So maybe you need to stop being so judgy. So remember, it's like people who come to me and they're angry. They're like, I'm angry because my husband's angry all the time. Mirror, kettle, black, all that. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. Ollie's growling. Okay, so back to how to build. So once you start, and then I'm going to end here because I could just go on and teach. So my business, this is my income stream. So Now, granted, it didn't start like this. I always teach my clients, sign one-on-one clients first. Kind of get a structure, kind of like a skeleton. I teach you this formula called the one and done, how to create a product or a program in 1 hour. So have a skeleton of something. And find one-on-one clients. Okay. And so what I do is my revenue streams are, I have one-on-one clients. I have group programs. I have automated funnels, which means automatically people find something, they opt in for a training. Right now you go to marybicknell.com/ I believe it's closing the deal. And you'll go into my funnel, you'll sign in, there's my sales script, and then it's going to be automatically offering you, do you want the whole training? Here you go. You can get the whole training right now for $20 or whatever it is, $19. If you don't take advantage of this right now, in 5 minutes, that it's going away. And so I have these things automated. You don't need all this stuff automated at first, I promise. I teach like the bare bones to begin. All you need is this. Decide you're a coach. Go tell people you can help them. Think about something that you can sell for $1,500 for 90 days. Stop worrying about what everybody's thinking. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person or the wrong thing to the right person. Write that down. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person or the wrong thing to the right person. When you adopt that, you're going to recognize that most people, remember, are pretty caring. Sometimes I make a mistake. My clients are like, God damn, can't believe you, Mary. They're like, every now and again I screw up. What am I going to do? Okay. So, where my business is going, right now I've been so focused on the business consulting piece, and you are going to start noticing the big launch for my life coaching programs. So I'll be doing both. Now, normally I would never say do both, but I've been doing this for a long time. You focus on one thing right now, one thing until you're making money. Then you can add on. Let me say that again. One thing until you are making money. Stop with the shiny object. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this. Maybe what you should do is buckle down, focus, and find one-on-one clients and serve them well. And then you can add on. You cannot try and do one-on-one clients and try and run a group program if you don't even have anybody to sell to the program. If you have one-on-one clients, you get so much good information and data from them and understand what works, what do they like, so that it's easier to create a program that will sell. I promise you have to do it that way. That is what works. So many times I see people and they create these big programs and they record all the videos or all the audios and they create all of the, PDFs, and they have no followers, no email list, nobody. And they don't even want to invest in Facebook ads. The problem is what? Logically, the problem is you're not going to sell it. No one's going to buy it because you don't even know if people want it. You have to sell what people want. Right? So I could go on and on about this. So does that make sense? Who here got it about what a full-time coaching business is? For me, my multi-six-figure coaching business is 3 days of coaching a month. The rest of the time I'm in marketing mode. I'm creating content, which means videos like this or blog posts. This is marketing. I'm marketing to you. I've told you where to go to sign up for my stuff so you get on my email list, because eventually you might become a client or buy a program or be a participant in one of my courses. So this is it. I'm sharing information. That's what we do. That's marketing, sharing what you know. You know how to lose weight? Share it. You know how to have great sex? Share it. You know how to have a good relationship? Share it. You're the mom of stepkids and you figured out how to deal with that? Share it. That's how you make money. So my full-time business, how many people say to me all the time, and I'm going to end with this. So Mary, do you work full-time? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what full-time is. Really, that's the end for you here. Full-time, the way I define it now is I can live off of my coaching business. That is full-time for me. Do I work 40 hours a week, where we consider this traditional 40 hours a week? I have to tell you, there's times I'm sure I work more than 40 hours. And then this week, man, I just sat around. I didn't do a lot this week. I'm in think mode, but that's working. When you own your own business, does it matter how many hours you're working as long as you're doing the other things that are important to you? I told you today I'm picking my daughter up early from school because I can, and why not? It's close to the end of the year. So am I going to be doing anything tomorrow? Sure, I've got some things to do. But my office is in my home, so I don't punch a clock. So full-time for me, it doesn't matter how many hours I'm working on my business, as long as what I'm doing in my business generates the kind of income that pays for or allows for my free time. So if there are weeks I'm working 40 hours or 60 hours, I don't care because I still build in free time. If there's weeks I'm working like 10 hours or just really kind of like Thursdays I'm coaching and a couple Facebook Lives like this and it's 10 or 15 hours, great. See, I build my business around my lifestyle. I've designed a lifestyle that I want, maybe different for you, and I've built a business to support my lifestyle. That to me is everything. That's what I want for you. So let me tell you, this summer, I take a lot of time off in the summer, a lot of time. What am I going to be doing this summer? I'm going to be creating a lot of content. I'm going to be mapping out, I want to launch kind of the next level marketing evolution for, business coaching. And I'm going to be launching my life coaching programs. So I'm in like think mode a lot this summer. What does that mean? That means I have a lake right there through that window. I have a river, like a half a mile, 3/4 of a mile away that I go to. I hike all over the place in the summer. But I'm in thinking mode. So am I working all the time? I don't know. I'm thinking, I want to share this. I want to share that. Just like now, like I need to stop, all right? 40 minutes. I can keep going because I want you to hear me so much. All right. Have a fantastic day. Design your life. Design the lifestyle that you want. I promise you can build a coaching business around the lifestyle that you want. You have the power to have all the freedom that you want. You have the power to get over your stuff that's holding you back. And the truth is, if you want what you say you want, it takes work. It takes investment of time. I'm not lying here to you and saying, it's just always flow and ease and I just like everybody signs up. It's taken work. I've cried. I've been like, am I doing the right thing? Like literally, like it's these full emotions. But having your own business is the best personal development course in the world because it challenges the shit out of you. But it's so worth it. So I'll be thinking about you later. I'll be thinking when I'm with my daughter, I'm going to be thinking, I want to help you be able to take a Friday off and spend it however you want with your kid, you doing yoga. Like, I want this for you. So if I can support you in any way, let me know. Feel free to reach out to me, mary@marybicknell.com. If you want some other freebies, and I'll send you some links to some of those things I talked about, put in there hashtag, give me some freebies, Mary, and I am happy to do it. Have a good rest of the day, and I will talk to you later. Be bold. It's time. You deserve to experience the regret-proof life. Talk to you later.